Hello there. Welcome back to Classic Hits Gaming, your home of the three greatest decades of gaming: the 80s, the 90s, and the noughties. This is my third session of Super Mario Bros. 3. We are chilling, we're going to chill in this live stream in the 80s on the Nintendo Entertainment System. And yes, I'm aware that the European and American versions, aka the Western versions of this game, was released much later than Japan. But nonetheless, this game was originally released in the 80s. So it is technically an 80s game. And I actually have trivia actually relating to the release of this game. So look forward to that. But yeah, it doesn't get any better than Super Mario Bros. 3, does it? When it comes to classic gaming. Come on. One of the greatest games of all time, one of the greatest NES games of all time. I mean, it's critically acclaimed, it's beloved, it's just the essence of a classic game. It really and truly is. From the soundtrack to the gameplay to the visuals, it is spectacular. So I'm gonna kick off the session right now. Hello Goomba, how are you doing? How's your day going? Oh, better than before you met me, I would imagine. Don't go backwards. Please don't go backwards. And you can keep your fireballs to yourself, Brianna Plant. Okay? But yeah, it's just one of those games that like almost everyone knows. And so many people remember playing this game either originally when it first released or many years later. You know, um, it's just that game. It's that game where so many people have played it and so many people love it. There's a lot of classic games out there. Take Yakuza, for instance, right, that I played recently on this channel. Like, there's a lot of people out there that haven't played Yakuza, as great as that game is. But then you get games like Super Mario Bros. 3, and it's like, yeah, I know Super Mario Bros. Or, even if they don't know Super Mario Bros. 3, they definitely know, like, the Super Mario Bros. Series. But this game is definitely regarded as one of the best in the Super Mario Bros. Series, as well as the best NES game, and of course, one of the greatest video games of all time. It's just that caliber of a classic game. And there's so many reasons why people love this game and why they think it's such a fantastic classic game. It's because of, again, the soundtrack that you're listening to right now. Listen to that. The fun gameplay, simplistic but really tough to master gameplay. Some very precise, timing needed to make jumps. The memorable. I can't say that word. The iconic power-ups, that have stuck with people's memories for so long, like the Tanooki suit. This is not the Tanooki suit. Is this the Tanooki suit? Ugh, the Tanooki suit. It is. It is. It is. So people remember this game, for so many years, for so many reasons, and it's the power ups are one of those reasons why. The gameplay, the soundtrack, it's just that kind of a game. So like when I put in the description, right, um, to a game, to a classic game, and I say it's regarded as one of the classic, it's regarded as one of the greatest video games of all time. I don't say that for the good of my heart. I don't say that, for no reason. Like I say it because it's true, and because the reality is there is so many games in the 80s, 90s, and noughties that are considered one of the greatest, some of the greatest video games of all time. If you Google, right, the top 10 greatest video games of all time, or even if you broaden it out a bit to, like, let's say the top 100 games of all time, I can guarantee you Super Mario Bros. 3 will be in there. I can guarantee you Final Fantasy 7 will be in there. And those are just two games that I've said on this channel that are regarded as, the greatest video game of all time. There's a reason why. They're just great games, really. you know, and they're not great games for no reason. They're great games because of just things that people have just taken away from the game and still love to this day and still remember to this day. Again, like the song, the soundtrack, even the sound effects, the enemies, the gameplay, the visuals. You know, when someone comes back to a game like this, to just, oh, I remember this level. This level was so beautiful, still is beautiful. You know, love playing this game. You know, those are the reasons why. Again, Super Mario Bros. 3 is regarded as one of the greatest video games of all time. It isn't just a case of like, oh, I'm playing Black Myth right now. It's just, this is the greatest game of all time because I like this game in this moment in time, and it's a new game now, and I'm having so much fun playing it now. What's to say in less than 5 years' time you'll completely forget about that game? What's to say that that game won't just get replaced by another Souls-like game, and you'll completely forget that you ever played Black Myth? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe in 5 years' time you'll still remember it. Maybe in 20 years' time you'll still remember it, and you'll consider it the greatest video game of all time. But there's just something about games like Super Mario Bros. 3, even though people played it and loved it at the time, and they would have said this game is great at that time, like 30 plus years later, you know, and people are still playing this game and loving this game, and that is what makes that's the difference between a game that is regarded as one of the greatest video games of all time and just, you know, a game that you liked to play years ago. And also, of course, it's critically acclaimed, so obviously, like, it's gotten a lot of great reviews and it's sold extremely well. Um, I actually have some sales trivia that I will share next time. Get out of here, Hammer Bro. You know, I think it's also important to point out the influence of these games. You know, that's also the reason why it's regarded as one of the greatest video games of all time. Because developers, future developers, you know, developers who grew up playing Super Mario Bros. 3, you know, were so influenced and so inspired by this great game, um, that they would incorporate, you know, elements of this game into their own games, into their own platformers. You know, and the sales of this game, the success of this game, you know, allowed this genre, and not only the genre, but obviously the Super Mario Bros. Series to continue, and that's why we still have a Super Mario Bros. Series to this day. You know, that's why Nintendo are continually like releasing new entries in the Super Mario Bros. Series, the 2D series and the 3D series, and they innovate them every single time. And that is why the platforming genre is alive and well and kicking very hard. And right now, Astro Bot is kicking very hard right now in the 3D platforming genre. And it really, like, you could bring it all back to a game like Super Mario Bros. 3 because of how fun it was, because of how influential this game was. And that, again, is another reason why you would say that this game is one of the greatest video games of all time. I just wanted to talk about that because I do say it a lot on this channel when I'm streaming. Again, this is one of the greatest video games of all time. And though I want to explain why I say that, and I feel like I explained it now. And I'm telling you, this is probably one of the greatest, like, gaming Easter eggs, like, secrets ever. I still fucking love doing it. It's just so fun. Where am I? Where am I? And once again, I'm back. I want to thank Kirby. What a knife. That's a nickname. That's a nickname to the person who told me about this Easter egg. So again, thank you very much, Kirby, with the knife. I just think it's amazing. I really do. So yeah, I mean, if this game hadn't been successful, if people didn't love this game so much, and if this game didn't sell so well and go down so well, oh, look at this! Finally, I've matched 3 mushrooms, and all I got was 2 ups. Really? I deserve better than that. So if this game hadn't taken off as much as it did, I honestly don't think we would have, like, we wouldn't have a Super Mario Bros. Series. Nintendo would have just made other types of games. There wouldn't be a platforming genre. There wouldn't be Super Mario 64. There wouldn't be a need to take the series into 3D because there wouldn't be a series. There wouldn't be a platforming franchise, you know. And I mean, I've played so much of Astro Bot since it released yesterday. I love that game, and it's a platforming game. So, you know, we can look to Super Mario Bros. 3 and say this game is so great that it inspired today's platformers. just want to check something because YouTube sometimes, from time to time, they don't show comments. So I just want to be sure. I do this from time to, well, I actually do it every time, actually, to be honest, because I just want to make sure that if you lovely people are leaving a comment or a message, I can see it. I know, see, every time I take it out of the tripod, it changes the frame. So just give me a second. Yep, that's perfect. I'm trying to remember what Super Mario Bros. 3, the first Mario game, or even the first platformer for that matter, to actually have these side-scrolling, not side-scrolling levels, because every level is side-scrolling level, but the levels where the screen itself is moving from left to right, or else that might have been in Super Mario Bros. Not Super Mario Bros. The Last Levels, but Super Mario Bros. 2, which, oh fuck, I distracted myself, which ended up becoming, I'm actually confused. What the fuck was that game called in Japan? Because it was called Super Mario Bros. 2 over here. I'm actually confused. But anyway, Super Mario Bros. 2, as it was called over here in Europe, I don't know if that was the first Mario game to actually have those scrolling levels. But this game does have a lot of firsts. You know, just the mechanics in this game. And I mean, like the mechanics, like in like the original Super Mario Bros. Games, like from NES onto SNES, like those mechanics would go on to inspire an entire genre, the entire platforming genre. To this day, in platformers, like we are trying to make difficult jumps. We are looking for secrets. This game is full of secrets, secret items, secret areas. You know, just full of secrets. I mean, I just played Astro Bot today, and I found myself quite a few secret levels in the Lost Galaxy. I think it's called the Lost Galaxy part of the game. You're finding these hidden levels. You're finding hidden routes, hidden bots. You know, so all these mechanics in this game, and of course other Super Mario Bros. Games, have went on to inspire future platformers like Spyro the Dragon. I found Spyro the Dragon today in Astrobot. Oh my god, what a moment. Do you know what? There was something very special about Astrobot that separates it to any other platformer on the market now and any other platformer that ever released, including Super Mario Bros. 3. And that's the great thing about, like, this is the great thing. Like, Super Mario Bros. Will come along, it'll establish a genre. Super Mario Bros. 3 will expand upon it. But then you get games like Astrobot many years later that'll, like, do a completely different thing. Like, I think what makes Astrobot original is it makes you remind yourself why you love the PlayStation brand. It makes you remember the PlayStation brand. You know, there was, oh my god, I don't want to spoil anything, but there was a fantastic level in Astrobot that made me want to play a PlayStation game that I haven't played for a very long time. And it also made me want to get a PlayStation game that I'd never played before. That is the power. That is the influence of a game like Astrobot. And that is what makes it so fucking unique. Like, you're playing the game, and like, I mean, one of my very first PlayStation 1 games was actually Spyro the Dragon. And I love that, like the original trilogy. Arguably one of my favorite video game series of all time, and one of my favorite video game characters of all time, Spyro the Dragon. So when I found that special bot today in Astrobot, it just reminded me of how much I love PlayStation and how much I love Spyro the Dragon. And it's an amazing feeling, because obviously, like, it's nostalgic, you know, but to have that in a game is very, very original, you know. Like, a lot of platformers, they try to kind of like Astrobot is not just a game about a robot. It isn't just a platformer with a robot and you're in space. There's so much more to it, and one of the biggest things that separates Astrobot to other platformers, as I mentioned, is this just nostalgic connection, right, between you, the player, and the PlayStation brand over the years. And you're just encountering Crash Bandicoot, Spyro the Dragon. I even encountered Ryu from fucking Street Fighter in a fantastic level. And like that just blew my mind because I didn't expect to see Ryu. I mean, I honestly, like when I played Astro's Playroom, right, going from Astro's Playroom to Astrobot, I thought to myself it would be PlayStation like characters, PlayStation IPs, and maybe a few like PlayStation exclusive third-party games. But I did not expect to see Ryu from Street Fighter, and it just filled me with nostalgia. Like I mean, I played Street Fighter 2 on Sega Mega Drive before I even got a PlayStation, so that just surprised the fuck out of me. No, to be honest with you, and that is what makes that game so unique as a platformer. You know, I spoke a few days ago. I've been speaking for quite a while now about I feel like modern gaming as a whole is dull, boring, unoriginal, lacking creativity, just not innovative. Um, and I just spoke about how all these genres just feel so like recycled. They just feel the same. Nothing new has been done. The thing is, like, I understand that Astrobot is not a new genre. It is a 3D platformer, but I respect a game when they do something different with that genre, and they've definitely done something different with Astrobot. Again, just connecting you to why you love PlayStation in the first place, why you love the games that came out on it. I mean, we all know that Spyro the Dragon is now owned technically by Microsoft. I know they've kind of given Toys for Bob a bit of freedom as an independent company, but I know like they're not exclusive anymore. Obviously, Street Fighter is not exclusive to PlayStation. Street Fighter 5 was, of course. But to see Ryu in the game blew my mind. It really did. And as I mentioned, there was a level. Well, actually, I came across a special bot from a PlayStation character in a game that I've never actually played, and it actually made me want to get that game and play that game for the first time. I mean, how fucking unique is that? It's like an advertisement, fucking, feature. It's just so unique. Again, I mean, Mario is about a plumber who needs to save Princess Toadstool, and you're overcoming, challenges, trying to avoid pitfalls and jump on the enemies and get power ups and stuff like that. It's primarily all about that. Like it's about obviously like it's about the gameplay. And the gameplay is what matters, but Astrobot just takes it to that next level because you have. I mean, I think at the end of the day, one of the biggest things, um, I think that makes you love a game and makes you still like it all these years later, is emotion. If a game gives you an emotion, I remember fucking crying at the end of Final Fantasy X, for fuck's sake. You know what I mean? Poor fucking Yuna and Tidus as well, of course. Um, but a game that can give you an emotional like reaction is, I think, is one of the biggest factors to how you're going to remember that game years later. Um, so that's what Astrobot does. It gives you like an emotional feeling. Seven, actually, 7 lives. I'm doing quite well. I used to love playing this game as a kid. Not the actual like Super Mario Bros. 3. I didn't grow up with the NES. I actually didn't play Super Mario Bros. 3 when it came out. I mean this type of game where you have to match things. Bollocks. But yeah, I came across so many different special bots from a lot of PlayStation games and even third-party games that I played over the years. And it's just it's an emotional roller coaster, like in a good way, like. And obviously, like that's supporting, at the same time, like great gameplay, great level design, great boss design for the fucking massive gorilla earlier. Great soundtrack, you know, but it just has this like nostalgic kind of taste to it, and it is beautiful. It is an absolute thing of beauty, to be honest. Thank you for the like. I see that some lovely person has given me a like. Thank you so much. If you already haven't and you like what you see and hear, please feel free to subscribe to my channel, and you'll see more content like this, not just from my channel, but from other people as well, uploading these glorious classic games from the 80s, 90s, and noughties. So yeah, if you haven't already, please feel free to subscribe, and please like the live stream as well, because the algorithm will give you some lovely content. Greetings, Divine Void. How is your day going, my friend? Welcome as always to Classic Hits Gaming, which, as you know, is your home of the three greatest decades of gaming: the 80s, the 90s, and the noughties. The glory days of gaming, the glory days of gaming, you know. But you know what, though? It isn't all bad right now for modern gaming, because Astrobot is reminding us why classic PlayStation was so good, and why we should show some more love to classic PlayStation and their IPs as well. You know, Astrobot, the game that just keeps on giving. But yeah, welcome to my third session of Super Mario Bros. 3. Thanks for taking the time out of your busy schedule to join. So we're going to go into the castle now. He's been turned into... I think leave him as a dog. I think he looks better as a dog. You know? Leave him. Leave him as a dog. For Christ's sake. Divine Void, would you like to hear some Super Mario Bros. 3 trivia? Astrobot is paying you. It does feel like that, doesn't it? It does feel like that. Man, I'd love if I was getting paid by PlayStation, by Sony, to sell Astrobot to you lovely people. I would love that, because number one, I fucking love the game, and it wouldn't be very hard for me to sell that game. Secondly, I'd be getting a shit ton of money for doing it. But I'm not that kind of person. I don't get paid for this shit. I don't get paid for my content. I don't want to get paid for my content. I don't get paid to hype up another person's product. I don't get paid to advertise on this channel. I know it sounds like that. It's quite funny, actually, to be honest. But I just love the game. And I mean, one of the things about me and this channel that hasn't changed is I love to share my passion of video games with the whole wide world. That has never changed. No matter, I know I'm playing classic games on this channel, but my passion for games, classic or modern, hasn't changed one bit. So I love to talk about games that I love, really. If that comes across as me trying to sell the game, I'm sorry. I know that's probably cringy. It probably sounds cringy, like when I'm saying it, like, but it is a great game. You know, it's a great game. It's better than Concord. You know what I mean? It's better than Concord. I'd love to hear. I'd love to hear some Mr. Cage. Hear what? Sorry, I'm not confused. Oh yeah, sorry, the trivia. Sorry, that's the worst thing about the slight delay with comments. So, did you know that this game, Super Mario Bros. 3, first appeared in America? Like American audiences saw this game for the first time in the movie, the 1989 movie, The Wizard, about a boy who wanted to go to California to take part in the Nintendo Championships. And one of the games that he had to play and to get a high score in, fuck's sake, was Super Mario Bros. 3. And that was the first time that American audiences saw this game. See, this was a time where, like, this was a time where the world was divided into East and West. A Cold War. No, but like games, oh fuck, shit. Games would release like first in Japan many years earlier, actually, compared to America. So even though this game was out in the 1980, let me get the fucking exact date. I think it was 1989. This game first released, and I wasn't even. Well, I was one. I was one when this game. I was a 1-year-old baby when this game released, and I still act like a 1-year-old baby. But that's beside the point. So let's go to where the hell is that? Sorry, I have a clue. There we are. Yeah, sorry, 1988. I was born when this game came out. 1988, this game came out. Originally, of course, in Japan, and many years later in Europe. So yeah, so the American audiences would have seen this game first in the movie The Wizard. It's a great movie. If anyone hasn't seen The Wizard, go and watch it. It's actually very heartwarming as well. Actually, there's more to it than just gaming. Trust me, you'll love it. I think they should actually remake that movie. But if they do remake it, just don't feel the need to force inclusion and diversity onto the audience. Please. I think people, regardless of their race, regardless of their skin color, their religion, their sexuality, I think they would love to sit down and watch a movie like The Wizard. I don't think they want to feel represented in a movie like that. You know what I mean? So hopefully, if it does get remade, re-released or whatever like that, they won't do a thing like where, the boy is now like non-binary and he's like black and he doesn't believe in God and he's fucking gonna shoot Donald Trump at the end of the movie because he played Duck Hunt or something. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to see that shit. I just want to see a very good, heartwarming movie. Interesting. I don't know. Oh, my days. You didn't know about The Wizard, the movie or the trivia? Because if you haven't seen the movie The Wizard, it is highly recommended. And once again, I'm not getting paid to promote The Wizard. And these bullet bills are a pain in the ass, they really are. What? I'm angry. I thought that you could jump on them. Okay, well, he's dead now. Anyway, I'm going to kill him. He's dead. He's dead. Oh, fuck. Oh, okay, I'm dead. I underestimated the size of his wand. That isn't the first time I said that. Mm-hmm. Sorry, ignore that. Joke. See, I can fucking jump on the thing. Why the fuck did I die? Unless a bullet bill hit me and I didn't see it coming. I'm still playing and loving Emio, the Smiling Man, as well, and I would recommend that game to anyone who has a Switch. Just play the demo at the very least. You get the first 3 chapters for absolutely free. And it's still up there. They haven't taken down the demo. It wasn't a limited release or anything like that. It's there. The first 3 chapters. I mean, honest to God, that is like at least an hour and a half. More than, I actually think it could be like, do you know what? No, depending on how you actually play a game, you could get at least 3 hours out of the first 3 demos of that game. It's a murder mystery game. Like, okay, look, I know it's not horror, and I agree with that. Even when I first saw what Emio actually was, I was a little bit disappointed. Because I know we all love our traditional sense of horror. But, like, is the thought of a man appearing in front of a 15-year-old teenage boy with a paper bag over his head with a creepy smiling face, strangling him, well, potentially strangling him to death, because I still think he killed himself, but anyway, strangling him to death, and that body is found. Is that not horrific? Is the urban legend of Smiling Man not horrific? That has to be horrific. Come on now, people. But look, the fun is in the murder mystery element of the game, that you're trying to solve this murder. And the game just has this magical way of adding so many twists and turns and developments that it is close to impossible to actually figure out what is happening. You just have to wait until you get to the end of the game, which of course is good, because that's what you want from a game. You don't want to be, you don't want to be halfway through the game and knowing exactly what's going on. Right now, I have a suspicion that the murder that you're actually investigating is actually not a murder. I think he actually killed himself, and someone is trying to make it look like it was the Smiling Man, potentially because this sister wants he wants the Smiling Man to come out of hiding or something. Anyway, who knows? That's the thing. I just love fucking figuring things out. And also there was a motorbike found at the scene of the crime an hour after the time of death, and this detective drives a motorbike. Her brother went missing 18 years ago, when there was the original murders that are connected to not only the Smiling Man urban legend, but the murder of the 15-year-old boy. So I'm thinking like, was she there? What was she doing there? You know, oh, it gets into your head. It gets into your. Smiling Man was a cryptid in Fallout 76. Really? Dun dun dun. I wonder is it the same? I wonder is there actually an urban legend of the Smiling Man? I'm scared now. But it's just a great game. So right now I'm mostly playing Emio, Smiling Man, Famicom Detective Club. Oh, I got a story to share actually about a Famicom. When I said that, I just had to laugh. I'm sorry. No, this I don't want to say what game I got because it could spoil a potential upcoming game on this channel. Even though I don't have any plans to stream this game anytime soon on this channel, but still, I'm very, I don't want any leaks, even though they come from myself. Nonetheless, on it, I went into CEX the other day. Again, CEX to my international viewers it's a store that sells used products, basically, secondhand, pre-owned products, and they also sell a lot of pre-owned video games, including retro video games as well. So I was in there the other day, and I came across who this, who this. Moon pie. I just crap my pants and it stinks. What should I do? I would recommend um, wiping your shitty ass and wearing some new pants. Nonetheless, Moon Pie, you're very welcome to Classic Hits Gaming, which is your home of the three greatest decades of gaming: the 80s, the 90s, and the noughties. I am in the 80s right now playing Super Mario Bros. 3, Session 3. Great to have you in the live. And thank you for taking the time. Thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedule, shitting yourself, to join the live stream. Hope you're doing well. What am I saying? He shot his pants. He's not doing too well. And just to give you a quick heads up, I appreciate you dropping by the live stream very, very, very much. As I said, I appreciate you taking the time out of your busy day to join this live stream. Thank you for support. But if you are going to spend your time in the live chat continually saying stuff like that instead of actually, asking me how my day is or saying hello or, interacting with the other live chat and saying this is a great game, if you're just going to continually say stuff like that, I'm going to have no choice but to remove you from this channel. Thank you for your understanding. Shit. Get up there, Mario. It doesn't matter. Let's go. So I just want to say thank you, all of you lovely people, for watching the live stream right now. Again, thank you all for taking the time out of your busy schedule to join this live stream. If you are watching and you already haven't, and you like what you see in here, please feel free to subscribe to this channel and like the live stream, because the algorithm will give you more content like this. You won't be infected with modern gaming. You won't be getting suggestions of why Concord is actually a good game, bro. You just gotta give it a chance. It's not for the boomers. It's for you, the modern audience. If you want to see that shit show up on your channel, feel free to subscribe to this channel. Oh, look, a star. 5 up. And like the live stream, because the algorithm will give you the greatness that is classic gaming. Not just from my channel, but from other people's channel as well. Okay, you're gone. You're gone. Goodbye. No, I made it clear on this channel a while back that I won't be tolerating any trolls on this channel, and clearly that guy was a troll, because I kind of gave him a warning there. When he left that comment first, I gave him a warning. I did welcome him to the live stream. I did welcome him. I said I appreciate you taking the time out of your day to join the live stream. So I demonstrated my appreciation to him. I welcomed him. I was nice to him, and I said, if you continue to leave comments like that, instead of saying hi, how are you, this is a great game, instead of saying hello to the live chat, that I would remove him from the channel. So I gave him a warning. He or she was warned. So clearly that person was a troll. There was no place for trolls on this channel. Listen, I might have a few rants on the live stream from time to time about modern gaming or about politics or just the world around me in general. That's okay, because at least there's a dialogue there, at least there's conversation there, at least there's something to actually talk about in a meaningful way. But when someone is talking about shitting their pants and smelling like shit, I'm sorry, but you're going to get removed from my channel. People be hating because you actually speak out against all this woke nonsense. I think you're right there. I think whenever I start to kind of talk about stuff like that, sometimes anyway, a troll will come along. But I don't really care. I mean, if they're willing to actually engage in conversation with me, I will, of course, have conversation with them. If someone comes along and says, you're wrong about your views, I'll say, okay, that's fair enough, and I'll have a conversation with them. But if someone comes along and says, I shat my pants, like, I'm not going to be engaging in conversation with a troll. But you're right, though. You're exactly right in what you're saying. I'm well used to it. Well used to it. I just spotted, I hate moving my, actually, do you know what? What am I saying? I moved my fucking camera around, like, plenty of times. I want to show you lovely people an Astrobot poster that comes with a physical edition of Astrobot. You can't be physical when it comes to stuff like this. I also think it might be a pre-order bonus. I can't guarantee that, so let's just ignore the state of my room there now. But look at that. Look at that. Astrobot. Inside of the PS5, aka the mothership of the game. I know there's a big fucking light shining, but I didn't actually realize that. No, there is no. Where's the light coming from? There's a big fucking massive shine. Obviously, it's the bulb in my room, but there you go. Well, yeah, Astrobot. Of course, the man himself who paved the way for Astrobot. Mario. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right. Okay, make sure that I have the fucking thing. Sorry, I have to make sure that the video was in frame. I wonder if that person cried when that woke Star Wars series got cancelled, or cried themselves and shat themselves to sleep. 100%, no question about it. Room tour. Well, hello. Oh, it's Lena. Oh my god. I actually, every single time, I actually forget if it's Lena or Lana. I think it's Lana. Oh, Jesus Christ. They're going to kill me. They're going to absolutely assassinate me. I'm so sorry. I'm terrible. It is Lana, isn't it? Is it Lana? Correct. Lana? Is it Lana, yes or no? Lana. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Nonetheless, you're very welcome to Classic Hits Gaming. As you know, this is your home of the three greatest decades of gaming, the 80s, the 90s, and the 90s. And in the 80s right now, we're all in the 80s right now, playing Super Mario Bros. 3 on the Nintendo Entertainment System. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to join the live stream. It's very, very much appreciated. Hope you're doing well, and I hope that you enjoy. Oh, fantastic. Lana. I'm so sorry. Lana. I just keep thinking of Lawn every single time. Lana. So, Lana, how are you doing? How is life with Lana? I would give you a room tour there, Divine Void, but it's messy as fuck. It really is. Well, I mean, if I just focus maybe on like the posters, it wouldn't be as bad. I like a little kid on here with the posters, honestly. I don't care though. I mean, this is my passion. This is what I do. You know what I mean? Shit. It's my gaming room. Fuck it. Life is too short. Why would I want to care about like, oh, I'm an adult with posters. My life is so fucking depressing. I mean, I could be on the street injecting heroin into my arms. I mean, don't mean no disrespect to anyone who is suffering from, fucking drug addiction, drug abuse, both from the victims and families. But like, point is, I could be doing a lot worse with my life. So that's why I just remind myself of that every time I feel a bit self-conscious about, being an adult gamer. It can be quite tough being an adult gamer. But then again, all you have to do is Google, like literally research average age of a gamer, and it's always sat there. It's always sitting there at least 33, I think. So I don't feel too fucking bad knowing. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, you do get a bit self-conscious. Like, it's impossible not to get a bit self-conscious. When you're an adult gamer and your room is full of fucking gaming posters. So, but like, I just look around and I say I could be doing a lot worse with my life. You know, I think if you're happy in life, that's all that matters. You know, that's all that matters. And you can't put a price on happiness. Can't put a price on happiness, can you? Absolutely not. But yeah, there was just something really like special about classic games, especially classic games that are, regarded as one of the greatest video games of all time. They're games that all of these years later, people can go back, play them, enjoy them, get something from them, and even discover something new, like for the first time that haven't before. I mean, I'm sorry, but I don't honestly think that a lot of modern games are going to have that effect. I really don't. I think games would have released many many years ago, even platforming games, and they're forgotten about. I mean, other games, like other genres. I think a lot of games will just get forgotten about. But I mean, games as well received as Super Mario Bros. 3. Games sold so well, went down so well. You know, like from a critical and commercial success point, what the fuck point of view, how many lives I have? 12 lives. Well, I have 11 now. But yeah, what makes it special is people can go back and play these games all these years later and still enjoy them. I went right into that fire. Right into that fireball. No fear. No fear at all there now. Not a fuck given. Oh yeah, I have some news as well regarding what is next up on Classic Hits Gaming. I've changed the schedule a bit. What am I saying? It's not going to make no difference to you because I haven't revealed what was next in Classic Hits Gaming. So it's more of like an internal kind of. I'm thinking internally there now, in my mind. But I did have a game in mind, that would be up next. Then I was going to do a poll after that game, but the schedule has changed. So the game that was up next is going to be pushed back, I think, after the poll, or maybe before the poll. I'm not quite sure, to be honest with you. But nonetheless, the game next up on Classic Hits Gaming, oh my days, I'm actually looking forward to it. Because I can reveal one thing about this game, and the only thing that I will reveal before I officially reveal the game, it's a game that I have never played before. And I'm really looking forward to it. And maybe I'll actually, you know what? I'll throw a bit more clue dollars at you. Throw those dollars. I'm sorry if that came across as vulgar, but I'll throw a few more clues because I want to get people excited. Do you know what I mean? And I don't think it's too obvious because when you know something yourself, when you know what it is, you always feel like it's going to be simple. But that's only because you know what it is. So what I can reveal is it's a game that I have never played before, ever, never featured on this channel, and I've never played it in the history of my gaming doings. But it's also a game that is featured in Astrobot. So I'll let that one sink in now, with you lovely, lovely people. It's a game that I've never played before, and it's a game featured in Astrobot. And it is actually being dispatched already. So it's going to arrive at my doorstep in literally a matter of days. I suck with guessing. I think we all do, to be fair. We all do. We all do. Oh shit. That boomerang nearly hit me. Lads, I'm doing very well in this session. So fucking well. I'm actually flying it. The thing about teasing when I tease stuff is I won't actually give an answer, or at least a definitive answer, until I officially reveal it. I just throw the clue out there and then I say nothing. I just say nothing. I just let you like torture yourselves, for days trying to figure out what it is. Is it Sackboy? He won't tell me. Jesus hates Christ. So please don't kill me, but no comment. All will be revealed on Classic Hits Gaming. All will be revealed. Stay tuned. Bollocks. I still can't believe the Sony. Is it a CFO? Is it the chief financial operator from Sony? Is that his position? The guy anyway, from Sony that came out recently. What is he smoking? What is his problem? Is he mentally ill? I don't want to insult anyone who's mentally ill, by the way. Just try to be funny. Sorry, I don't mean any offense. But is he actually is he okay? Does he actually know the brand that he is actually selling? Does he know what PlayStation is? He came out and said that PlayStation doesn't have that many IPs. And I think he might have elaborated and said different IPs. I mean, there are so many different PlayStation IPs out there. I mean, you've got SOCOM, The Getaway, Ape Escape. Just three. I'm actually going to name just those three games alone. And they're completely different to each other. SOCOM is just like army war type, shooter. I think multiplayer played a big feature. Maybe it didn't. It's been a while since I played that game. But it's very like tactical type war shooter as well, right? Then you have The Getaway, which is about the kind of deep kind of criminal underground of London, right? And then you have Ape Escape, where you're going around capturing monkeys. What is he smoking? And I know people will say, Johnny, the reason we're not going to get The Getaway, the reason we're not going to get another Getaway game is because the studio that made The Getaway is closed. Well, I'll say to that, fair point, but the studio that made God of War 2018 and Ragnarok are different to the studio that made the original God of War games. So if PlayStation can get a different studio to make one of their IPs like God of War, then they can do it with The Getaway. So this guy is an idiot. I was looking through my stuff and I found my copy of Super Mario Bros. 3 on the Game Boy Advance. What a moment that must have been for you, man. Isn't it so cool, man, when you root through your belongings in your room and you come across something as glorious, as iconic, as retro as Super Mario Bros. 3 on the Game Boy Advance. You must have been filled with happiness. And it fills me with happiness that you have joined Classic Hits Gaming. Cabot Kisser. I love your name. So funny. Welcome to Classic Hits Gaming, which is your home of the three greatest decades of gaming, the 80s, the 90s, and the noughties. This is my third session of Super Mario Bros. 3, and I think I got myself lost, have I? Why am I stuck behind here? Oh no, never mind. This is where I have to go. Yeah, thank you for taking the time while you're there to join the live stream. Hope all is well and enjoy. I forgot I even had it. Do you know what? I had a moment like that a couple of days ago when I was looking for the disc of Resident Evil 3 Nemesis on PS1 because I wanted to trade it in because I have the Game Boy Advance port. So the way I looked at it, I can get money for a box and a CD and a few manuals. So couldn't find it. It was inside my Need for Speed Underground box, but I still haven't found Need for Speed, which is annoying. But as I was looting, all I have to do is press this button. Seriously. How stupid am I? So let's, I'm so stupid. What is this though? Ah, look. It's the music box. This game is full of secrets. Apparently if you play that somewhere, it does something. I am going to use the fire flower. Or not. What the hell? I obviously didn't press it properly. Fuck. Yo, yo, yo. It's Alfie Moon, all the way from Walford, on the mean streets of EastEnders. How are you doing, my friend? Welcome, as always, to your home of the three greatest decades of gaming. The 80s, the 90s, and the 90s. Classic hits gaming. How is your day going? It's the weekend, my friend. How is your weekend going? Welcome to my third session of Super Mario Bros. 3. Thank you for taking the time out of your busy day to join. It's very much appreciated. Hope you're doing well and enjoy. Did you hear? I'm deaf. I didn't hear a thing. I'm sorry. No, what's going on? What's going on? You want sleep? You tired, Lana? Ah, tiring day. Get some sleep, my friend. Get some sleep. Alfie, my buddy. We're all buddies here. Buddy. I even found the Game Boy Advance SP. I forgot I even. Oh, I'm going to show you lovely people my Game Boy Advance SP, which you will love. Stay tuned for that. Did you hear about some weirdo called Smart School Boy 9? I did not. But tell me, inform me, and I'll be right back. I'm going to show you my Game Boy Advance SP. I am back. You might have gotten a glimpse actually of that Game Boy Advance SP. Who knows? Let's see. He's a freak. No, what's up? He is disgusting, bro. It's a lot to cover. You would have to look it up. You know what? I know my trigger points. I'm gonna get all like mental here now, but I know my trigger points. So you know what? I'd rather not discuss the topic because I'm probably guessing I know what it's about. So I'm gonna not discuss that topic if that's okay with you. But I hope you're doing well nonetheless. Oh, Divine Void is probably gonna tell us nonetheless. Okay, if Divine Void is still there, I'd rather not, but that's okay. Nonetheless, look at this. Look at this. Look at this artifact. It's like an artifact in Astrobot. That is my Pikachu. Nintendo Game Boy Advance SP. Beautiful. I got it from eBay. It was refurbished. The game I actually have in it is absolutely fucking fantastic. Let me just, sorry, no. This is like fucking 2 games in one here now. This is a surreal moment here now. But I wanted to show you just a little bit of this game. I'm just go back and actually play. This is called Spyro Fusion. And basically, it combines the worlds. There's 2 games in one, actually. There's Spyro Fusing and Crash Bandicoot Fusion, which basically combines the worlds of Spyro and Crash Bandicoot together. So I just want to show you a little bit of this. Let me get back to the live comments in a second. Sorry, I know about this. This is like... Oh, sorry. Video quality mightn't be the best here now. But it's a completely different type of game. This is my save here, I think. Yeah, this is my save here. So yeah, it's 2D, side-scrolling. Anyway, yeah. This is going to turn into like a Spyro Fusion. live gameplay. So it's really good. I love it. Pikachu Game Event SP. Where's the comments? Let's go. That's sick. It certainly is. It certainly is. I have that. A blue one. Right, you have nice. You have what you call it? You have Spyro or Crash, or is it Spyro Fusion? There's three Spyro games, I think, on Game Boy Advance. Good game. Well, you actually have that game. Spyro Fusion. Go away, hardly. You have that game. Oh, we need a game about the two of them in one. And it's going to piss you off, Alfie. You're going to get so pissed off. You're going to get so pissed off like when you punch Phil Mitchell in the face. Do you know, like when Alfie Moon goes from kind and generous and funny to like, I'm going to punch the last remaining hair strand of Phil Mitchell's egg of a head. Yeah, that's going to happen. Because Activision Blizzard had a game in development called Crash Bandicoot 5. It was Crash Bandicoot 5, and the story, wait for it, the story was going to be Spyro and Crash coming together in one game. In fact, I think Crash Bandicoot was going to have like Spyro the Dragon on its back. So yeah, that was going to happen. So basically, you could say in a way like basically a console version of Spyro Fusion. So there you go. Okay, I have to go now. Eat. See you later. I shall see you later, Alfie. Enjoy your food and thank you for that by the live stream. No need to say sorry at all. No need to say sorry. I was 12 when the NES came out. Holy fuck. Sorry. Sorry. I just love when someone older than me joins the live stream. I swear to God. I just love that. Sorry, no. That's a cool moment. So wait a second. So the NES came out in when the fuck did the NES come out? 1985. And you were 12. I can't do maths. I'm sorry. Man, how old are you, if you don't mind me asking? I'm sorry. How old are you? By the way, I'm 35, going on 36, I think. I don't even know how old I am anymore. Oh my God, I'm getting old. Why couldn't they make that exactly? Because they're idiots. Oh shit, I went into the wrong fucking... Because that's one of the problems with modern gaming, is these companies making some really stupid decisions. I don't know why they make those decisions. Maybe they have these crazy sales expectations. Maybe they want... See, we're talking about Activision Blizzard here, right? Maybe they wanted... Because apparently Crash Bandicoot, It's About Time, which is Crash 4, apparently that game didn't sell as well as Activision Blizzard wanted it to sell. I mean, what were their sales expectations? I mean, I'd love to know what their sales expectations were. Did they expect the game to sell more or better than Call of Duty? I mean, Call of Duty is Call of fucking Duty at the end of the day. Like, it's a completely different game for a completely different market. So you're going to have completely different sales forecasts for that game. So the reason why this amazing Crash game that would have combined Crash with Spyro was cancelled was because the previous game, Crash 4, didn't meet the crazy sales expectations of Activision Blizzard, which is ridiculous, really. All these kind of stupid... I mean, so look, Warner Bros. Discovery, or Discovery Warner Bros., however they want to pronounce their new selves. So look, there's a crowd out there. What are they called now again? Machine. Me. Oh my God, what the fuck are they called? iBallistic, I think they're called. I think they're called iBallistic anyway. They're basically an independent video game company, and they want to make a remaster of Mortal Kombat Trilogy, or at least remake or remaster the first three. They want to do something anyway when it comes to bringing back classic Mortal Kombat games on modern consoles. They brought it to Warner Bros. And Warner Bros. Like, well, if you can sell this amount of money, we'll make it happen. Well, we don't think it'll sell that for you. We don't think it'll sell that well. But they're crazy sales expectations. They're idiots. They're absolute idiots. I'm telling you now, idiots. And even Ed Boon, wanted this project. Ed Boon himself, like co-creator of the actual game itself, wanted this to happen. But Warner Brothers said, we don't think it'll... Imagine saying that. Imagine saying, we think that classic Mortal Kombat won't sell. Have they been looking? Have they been reading the room? Have they been reading the room with gamers' response to Mortal Kombat 1? Because they obviously haven't. Because if they did, they would see that a lot of gamers, a lot of Mortal Kombat fans are not at all happy with Mortal Kombat 1. They're not happy with the... No, personally, I am. I love the game overall, personally. But there's a lot of gamers out there, a lot of Mortal Kombat fans out there that are not happy with Mortal Kombat 1 in terms of its new timeline and other areas of the game as well. And Warner Brothers are going to have us believe that by giving us classic Mortal Kombat, which is what those gamers would fucking love, it's not going to sell well. They're idiots. I mean, look at Suicide Squad, Warner Brothers. You want to sort yourself out there with Suicide Squad. Do you know what I mean? Fuck that, like. How are you, chatty boy? Bring Scorpion to Fortnite. Fuck Fortnite. Bring Scorpion to Smash. I remember I thought for a second that Scorpion was coming to Smash, but it ended up being a Sora from Kingdom Hearts. And I was like, what the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck, Nintendo? I was saying to myself, what is this shit? What is this fucking shit? Huh? Chatty boy, how are you keeping? How is life? How's your weekend going so far? Thank you for taking the time to check out my third session of Super Mario Bros. 3. And of course, this is your home of the 3 greatest decades of gaming, the 80s, the 90s, and the 90s. Classic hits gaming. Thanks for taking the time out of your day to join the live stream. Very, very much appreciated. And enjoy. I remember when Activision was making games for the Atari 2600. Oh my god. We have a legend of gaming in the live chat right now. And I'm not even joking. Like, I don't mean to put you on the spot now, my friend, but like, I think it's amazing that we have a gamer like yourself that has been around this long. I love that. I don't want to make you sound so old. I'm so sorry. Please don't kill me. All the investors see are the Fortnite sales numbers. Apparently so. Woke up feeling under the weather with a cold. Feeling better now. Well, I'm glad you're feeling better now. I'm all about living in the here and now, living in the moment. So what matters now, chatty boys, you're feeling better now. And I'm glad. I am glad that you're feeling better now, chatty boy. Do you know, I went from flying through this game to like absolute... I mean, the wheels have come off, as the saying would say. You know, I was speeding through the game at the beginning, but now literally, well, not literally, but it feels like, you know, oh god, the wheels have went off, have gone off. Bloody hell. Son, leave. Well, I finally made it past this level. Chad, I was playing some Astrobot earlier today, and I found the Spur the Dragon special bot, and it filled me with a lethal dose of nostalgia just to see my purple little buddy in the game. It just brought me back to the days of playing the original Spur the Dragon on PlayStation 1, and it reminded me why I love the PlayStation brand in the first place, because of games like that. And it just brought me back to those days, those memories, being a kid on Christmas morning playing Spur the Dragon on PlayStation 1. And that is what Astrobot can give gamers that other platformers don't have. It's what makes it unique. It's this nostalgic connection between the player and the game and all of these IPs. It's so good. And it also made me want to like play these games. Like it just does something. It does something that other platformers just don't do. To be quite honest, I even came across, and I didn't expect to see him now, but I came across Ryu from fucking Street Fighter 2. Like Ryu is in the game as a special bot, and it just that brought me back. to the days well before PlayStation when I was playing Street Fighter 2, for fuck's sake. So it just has this lethal dose of nostalgia, and it's really, really good. I'm downloading Dead Rising 2 now. Oh yeah, because you were saying you got those games on sale. Yeah, the other day. Very good, very good. I hope that you enjoyed Dead Rising 2, my friend, and welcome back to Divine Void. The Chain Chomp, as we know, inspired by a traumatic childhood experience of Shigeru Miyamoto. He was coming home from school, and this dog ran towards him and almost attacked him. But the dog ran out of chain, so he couldn't go any further, and that's where the idea from a chain chomp came from. That's inside the mind of like Shigeru Miyamoto and how like ideas for games and even gaming characters come from. So like the reason we got, I think, wait a second now, am I right in saying this? I think the reason we got Cat Mario in Super Mario 3D fucking Land or World, I forget, was because Shigeru Miyamoto got a cat. Just as simple as that. He got a cat, started watching his cat, behave, and said, "Yeah, I'm gonna make Mario a cat," and it worked. It went down very well. I mean, it's a beloved power up in the series. Street Fighter 2 is a hidden gem. Oh, it's very rare to get your hands on Street Fighter 2. Let me tell you. What's funny is like there's no way that people will get money for Street Fighter 2. I'd be shocked. I'd be shocked if I brought like Street Fighter 2 into CEX and got like 50, 60 euro. I'd be shocked because that game is so widely available. It's beyond imagination. So I think that's how it goes. That's how it goes. If a game is not available to play and it's classic, then you are going to just 2 seconds. You're going to pay a fortune for it. Like so, I'll be right back in a second now. I'm back. I was summoned. Summoned I was. Oh yeah, Street Fighter 2, like the hidden gem that is Street Fighter 2. It's so hard to come across that game it is. But yeah, I mean if a game is not available, like for instance, imagine now how much money I would get if I actually traded in my Twin Snakes. Which I will never do because it took me long enough to get that game. I will never do that. Do you know what I really like as well about Astrobot? I spoke about this yesterday. Well, I spoke a lot about Astrobot. Astrobot and the Smiling Man, any other Smiling Man, are just like two games that are just taking over my gaming life right now, and they're so different. And they're from. I just think it's bizarre how. I'm not having a go at either of these games or either of these consoles or video game companies. I don't know why I would. I don't know why it would even make sense. But I just find it funny. If you actually look at Astrobot is 7 plus, right? And it's a cute and cuddly platformer, and I fucking love it to bits. And I don't care what anyone thinks of that game. It's fucking brilliant. It deserves the 94 Metacritic. It's one hell of a platformer, and I fucking love it. And it's on PlayStation. and it's a PlayStation game. And then you look at Emio, the Smiling Man, Family Competitive Club, and it's got an 18 rating, and it's a dark, like murder mystery horror game about the urban legend of the Smiling Man, a man who appears in front of crying like teenagers, young teenagers, promises them an eternal smile and kills them, strangles them to fucking death. You know, what is going on? I must have slipped into an alternate fucking universe. It's so funny. I've been playing Deus Ex Mankind. Is that the one? No. What was the one on the Wii U? I played a Deus Ex game on the Wii U. I can't think of the name. Let's get that mushroom. Ah, shit. It looks like a mushroom with a moustache. It does though, doesn't it? So my next session, I feel like my next session will be my final session. I know I only managed to make it to the second world, which is shockingly bad. I'm so sorry. But I feel like, actually, no, what am I saying? What am I saying? No, no, sorry. Ignore that. Ignore that. Scratch that. I'm actually waiting. I'm waiting for the next game on Classic Hits Gaming to arrive. So what the fuck am I saying? So there was a change in schedule on Classic Hits Gaming. I had a game in mind to play next on Classic Hits Gaming, but then I decided to play a game that I've never played before that features in Astrobot. That's a tease now. So the game that will feature next on Classic Hits Gaming is a game that I've never played before. Okay, never played before, and it features in Astrobot. So look forward to that. But the funny thing is, though, I only ordered it today, so I probably won't get it for another couple of days. So it's best just to keep Super Mario Bros. 3 sessions going a little bit longer. Did you watch the Doctor Disrespect return? I haven't been keeping up to date with what the hell is going on with these big YouTubers at all, but I'm delighted for them. I'm delighted for them. You know, I'm absolutely delighted for them. Man, egos, fucking bigger than their fucking bank account, and it's all being deflated now. So good, good fucking rightfully so to the bastards. Human Revolution. That was the one on the Wii U. So was it? I see that GGP has joined the live chat. Joined the live chat. My very very good friend, welcome to Classic Hits Gaming. As you know, this is your home of the three greatest decades of gaming: the 80s, the 90s, and the noughties. We're still in the 80s right now. 1988, playing Super Mario Bros. 3 on the Nintendo Entertainment System. The game that really continued to establish the platforming genre, and one of the greatest video games of all time, and one of the greatest NES games of all time. Great to have you in the live stream. Thank you for taking the time to join the live stream. And how are you doing, my friend? Please enjoy the live stream. I'm going to take the shell with me now, and then I'm going to respond to the rest of the comments. Exactly, GGP. Exactly. Oh, what a classic vertical Joe indeed. It doesn't get any more classical than Super Mario Bros. 3. One of the most iconic and greatest video games of all time, as well as one of the greatest NES games of all time. Super Mario Bros. 3 basically propelled the Super Mario Bros. Series, even further. Of course, then we got Super Mario World on the Super Nintendo, and of course, we got full-on 3D gaming, 3D platforming Super Mario 64 on the N64. But this game, is considered to be one of the greatest video games of all time, and it is extremely classic. So welcome to Classic Hits Gaming, my friend. Your home of the three greatest decades of gaming: the 80s, the 90s, and the noughties. My third session on Super Mario Bros. 3. So thank you for taking the time to watch the live stream. And if you already haven't, please feel free to subscribe to the channel and you see more content like this. Why is he even on a platform, Chad? Because the celebrities get a pass, and that includes YouTubers now, because apparently YouTubers now are considered celebrities. He said he admitted to texting minors to troll. Let's not have this conversation. Is that okay? let's not let's focus our attention on Super Mario Bros. 3, please. Welcome GGP and beautiful Joe. That sounds to me like an excuse where they just think they can do what they want until things catch up with them. You know, I've never liked Doctor Disrespect. I've never really watched any of them, to be honest with you. You know. How many of those YouTubers makes me laugh with funny Tomb Raider jokes like GGP? There's only one GGP. There's only one GGP. There's only one GGP. And he's in the live chat right now. And he's not as fucking robotic as these big YouTubers. On my last life, lads. My last life. I reckon I'm going to make this my final run in this live stream, in this session. Did I call this session or did I call it? I keep swapping around between part and session. You see, the reason I call it session is because you can't save your progress in this game. A lot of, oh fuck, well that went very well. A lot of games in the 80s, you could not save your progress. So the thing is, like, it's not very logical, it's not very possible for me to actually get to the end of Super Mario Bros. 3 in one go. Do you know what I mean? In one stream. It would be impossible. If I was playing it on, maybe if I was playing the Nintendo Switch Online version, I could save the game, which is probably what I should have done. But the thing with Classic Hits Gaming is like, I always want to show the original game. Like, this is the original NES version. You know, the NES cartridge is inside my NES. That's what I want with Classic Hits Gaming as much as possible. If I could stream it, if the PlayStation, if Nintendo actually lived in the modern fucking era, and actually gave us proper broadcasting features, and I could broadcast my gameplay to YouTube, then I'd have no problem playing that version, you know. But there we go. Anyway, so yeah, so the fact of the matter is, I have to call them sessions because I'm not going to be able to get to the end game in one go. Unfortunately, not. I watched a clip of Ninja saying his private server with his friends on Final Fantasy 14 keeps him sane from all the Fortnite and stuff. Apparently, Final Fantasy 14 is meant to be coming to Nintendo's successor, which I don't know why that excites people. I know it's great that they're adding stuff into that game and it's still ongoing, but I mean, come on, it's Final Fantasy 14 online, for Christ's sake. You know, it came out fucking years ago. Jesus Christ, I think I'd be more excited for the possibility of playing Final Fantasy 16, which I gotta go back and finish actually on a handheld like successor, you know, to the Switch, to be great. And even Final Fantasy Remake if I actually wanted to give it a go. But Final Fantasy 13 or sorry, Final Fantasy 14 just doesn't. I don't care personally. I don't care. I don't fucking care. What's really funny though about the successor to the Nintendo Switch is that it looks like a lot of those know-it-alls, those wannabe know-it-alls, the inside sources, they actually got it wrong about a Switch successor announcement this month, because it appears that it's actually going to be a Switch OLED announcement, which is fucking hilarious. And you know, to see all those people snapping in the comment section is so funny, because don't vent your anger at Nintendo, vent your anger at the idiots that think they know everything. And the reality is they don't know jack shit. That's the that's the reality. They don't know jack shit when it comes down to it. So what can I say in closing? So basically the roadmap, so to speak, for Classic Hits Gaming has slightly changed. Now, I wouldn't call it a roadmap because I only had one game in mind. Next. Jesus Christ, that's hilarious. Well, what I had planned was I was going to play a certain game next. I'm obviously not going to say what it was. And then after that, I was going to do a poll. And I had two games nailed for that poll. So it was Chad's No Mercy and Alfie's Dragon Ball. Wait for it. I wrote it down here somewhere. Wait for it. It's going to be a somewhere now. Oh shit, I wrote it down somewhere. Dragon Ball Advanced something. Mother of Christ. I did write it down. It's there somewhere. Dragon Ball something anyway. Yeah, Dragon Ball Advance. Dragon Ball Advance Adventure. That's what it is. Dragon Ball Advance Adventure. And I'll wait for someone to recommend the third game. Add that to a poll. That's what I was going to do basically, right? But it's slightly changed because I decided to order a game today. Order a classic game today. This is a game that I've never played before, and it features in Astro Bot. There's your first clue. So I have to. So basically, that's what's going to happen now. So the game that I had planned to stream next has been kind of sidelined for a bit. So I'm going to stream this new game now that not new game, but new classic game. And then after that, I'll do the poll. And that's what's happening. But as I wait for this game to arrive, because I only ordered today, it's been dispatched today. But as I wait for it to arrive, I'll keep the sessions of Super Mario Bros. 3 coming and flowing. Dreamcast Met Guy. Who the hell? Dreamcast Met Guy. That's pretty funny. Dreamcast is one of my retro consoles, as a matter of fact, actually. Got to feature that on my channel sometime. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, dogs and cats of all ages, this is going to do it for the live stream, session 3 of my Super Mario Bros. 3 live gameplay. Thank you very, very much for watching. Thanks for taking the time to do the live stream. Hope you enjoyed, and I will see you all next time for another session of Classic Hits Gaming. And stay tuned for what's to come on the channel as well. Thank you very much.